What's up, y'all? My name is Ray. If you're here for the first time, welcome. And to my returning viewers, I am humbled to welcome you back for another video. Well, my friends, today is special because today we will be watching Baahubali Part 2, The Conclusion, and I am excited. But before we begin, I'd like to spend a little time talking about Part 1 and why I'm excited for Part 2. I'm going to put a timestamp right about here, and you guys can go ahead and get started with the movie if you'd prefer, which I understand, of course. I'm not always in the mood for a long introduction. But for everyone else, we're going to spend a little time with just kind of a candid chat, right? I'm not a film critic or anything. But this is going to be really just my general thoughts on the movie. I've given myself a few bullet points that I want to make sure I get to, but otherwise, this is just going to be a candid talk between some friends, okay? So, part one, let me start by saying that maybe an hour or so into the movie, if you had stopped me and asked me how excited I was for part two at that point, I would have been wishy washy. I would have been pretty, interested, not turned off, not. I wasn't disliking the movie, but I hadn't really become emotionally invested. I hadn't really gotten overly attached to the characters or the story. There was a lot of stuff being thrown at me in a good way, but I hadn't really sunk my teeth into anything, so to speak, which was an interesting experience because by the third act of the film, I had really started to, without even realizing it, become quite attached to Bahubali and to Katapa. And of course to Sivagami and to Avantika as well, but really to Bahubali's character and to Katapa. And of course, then by the end, when you get that unbelievable cliffhanger, it really like I can vividly remember a feeling, a physical, tangible feeling washing over my body when he stabbed him and the music kicked in and the music, this big epic score kicked in real loud and it just goes to the credits and you're like I remember like chills, like this warm, I wouldn't call it chills because it was like a warm vibration, just like I couldn't believe it. I was what? And what an awesome storytelling device to leave someone after 3 hours, after a 3 hour movie, when you leave them, drooling for more. I'm desperate. You must tell me more. That's really special. RRR did the same thing where they didn't leave a story open, but I was ready for more at the end of 3 hours, and that's hard to do. So, batting 1,000 for that's baseball, not cricket. I just realized I'm using a baseball analogy, but yeah, we are batting 1,000 for Indian movies. Indian movies so far are 2 for 2 on 3 hour epics, leaving me wanting more, and that's saying something. Also, I want to touch on the fact that I think this movie gets better with rewatches. I think part one is absolutely more fun just for me. It was more fun on the second watch and even more fun on the third watch. I had to watch it, almost frame by frame editing because I'm such a novice, and because it's important to me that I make the movie watchable in the edited reaction. You could hopefully, and I mean, I know this you can't do it perfect, but I'm hoping that even if you haven't seen the movie in a while, you can flip on the reaction and feel like you're involved in the plot when you're watching me react to it. I don't want to be the center of attention. I don't think you guys want me to be either. I'm not that kind of a guy, I'm not, whoa, like I get invested, I get excited, but I'm not the spectacle, right? The movie is why we're here. And so I want it to feel chronologically consistent, and where you can follow the plot a bit. So, again, I watched the whole thing through the editing process. And then I showed my wife. I'm like, you got to watch this movie. It's great, blah, blah, blah. So, then I'm watching it a third time at least, right? Some of those scenes that I edit, I'm editing multiple times. So I've watched the movie, whatever, 5 times now. And I like it more and more each time, which is, you know, really cool and not always the case, right? You can imagine trying to edit a movie that you don't love, and trying to edit a reaction for it. I can only imagine. I've only done two, so I have to imagine, right? So, but I can imagine that is a painstaking process. For me, with these movies where they're just absolutely stellar and I'm having a blast. The editing process is fun too. And like I said, by the end of part one, by the end of editing part one and rewatching it, I was in love with the story. I am so ready for part two. Let's talk about why. So I gave myself some bullet point kind of questions here to guide the discussion, right? I'm not really used to talking to the camera without something to bounce off of. So I thought, why don't I ask myself a couple questions like I was talking to a friend and we were just talking about the movie, right? So favorite characters, and it's going to be the same as everyone else's, but this will be a little framework for the chat, right? Katapa, of course, and not just his character, because I think his character is the obvious one of the favorites, right? I mean, it's just obvious. He's a great character. His loyalty, his demeanor, and all that. But I want to give some particular props to his performance. It is difficult to really sell emotion without me being able to hear your voice. And in for me, just for me, right? Everyone's got different ways of watching films and ways of experiencing them. For me, I really want to hear your emotion when I'm watching a film. I want to hear you acting. It's almost as important as what I see out of you. I want to hear it out of you. And I can't hear Katapa acting here because he's dubbed into Hindi, which at least he's not dubbed into English. It's a little bit better than that, but it's still not his voice. It's still not him doing it. I know RRR, some of, a couple of the actors, I think Ram Charan and Junior and what's his name? Anyway, the two leads, I know they did their own Hindi dubbing, but that's not always the case. So with Katapa, it's not his voice, but the emotion that he was able to evoke through his eyes. I'm going to give particular credit to the work he did with his eyes. He was speaking in a lot of those scenes. He was speaking with his eyes, passion, anger, sadness, remorse, fear. Just good stuff. Good stuff. Really enjoyed it. Baahubali had the tallest order of the film because he had to, as an actor, and I don't know the actor's name, he had to play two roles, and he had to play a wild range of emotions out of those two roles. It wasn't like I'm not here to blow smoke up anyone's skirt or anything. So honestly, it wasn't. Again, an hour into it, if you had asked me how his performance was, I'd have been like, yeah, it's fine. By the third act and then rewatching it and understanding the tall order he had in bringing all of this character development to the forefront, I really appreciate his performance, especially again by the third act. I would like he gave that speech. What is death? Will you follow me to vanquish that death? That was badass. Okay, like watching it again, it got me even more. I'm watching it again. I'm all Mahishmate. Like good speech. Who else? Sivagami, of course. I don't think I gave her props in the first watch. Afterward, I've only got a couple of minutes to wrap up, and it's been 3 hours, and I'm emotionally wrecked from the Katapa scene, and so I wasn't thinking about everything. But let me say, Sivagami's performance was awesome. Her character is awesome. When she thwarts the revolt by buying the enemy's troops and basically just outmaneuvering him. Like she said, it's statecraft, right? He just got outmaneuvered. You got outplayed. You got outclassed. You're way above your weight class. You're out of your league. Get out of here. Awesome. And then, of course, you think about her at the very beginning and the ultimate sacrifice she made. Really good stuff. Avantika, great actress. Again, I'll give credit to her eyes because I wasn't able to hear her voice. Also, major credit to the voice actor who did the Hindi dub. For you to be able to evoke emotion in a language I don't understand, when you're not the actor themselves being able to match the demeanor on her face, like you're not performing it, you're just doing the voice acting. When you can still make me believe you, that's really cool. And I believed her. I believed her lines. It was really awesome. Major props to Avantika, who is also just amazingly gorgeous woman. So really enjoyed that. The music, man, let me tell you, the music I enjoyed way more on the rewatches because I wasn't laser focused on catching the lyrics. the lyrics in Indian film seem to play such a major role. I don't know if that's going to be the case in every movie or if it's just been the couple that I've watched, or maybe if I'm reading too much into it and I need to focus less. But regardless, what I am doing is focusing quite a bit on the lyrics, which is fine. I still get to bop to the music a little bit, but I'm not really soaking in it, right? By the second and third watch, oh my gosh, like the song Manohari, which I think means like you are the charming one, or you are a charming person, you are charming, you're sweet, something to that effect. That song has become like one of my shower songs, right? I love that. And then hold on, I got it. Nipula Swasaga. That's the other song. I put that on. That is like if you need to get pumped up, you need to get in the right mindset to do something big. Put that song on and you'll be ready to go. Love it. So yeah, the music just big time. Loved the music. Really enjoyed the dance numbers when I got to watch it again. A couple of favorite scenes I wanted to talk about. One was, of course, I think I already mentioned it a little bit, right after Bahubali's speech when Katapa, is like, me, like, I'll ride to death. And he yanks on the rope to pull the Kalakea enemy up the flagpole and knock the Kalakea flag off. And he jumps up in the air and he rips down the rope and he yells, Hail Mahishmate. Awesome. Gets me, woo! It's awesome. Also, the creativity in the action sequences. And I mean, like, for everything from the choice of weaponry to how those weapons are used to the military tactics to the siege weaponry, it's like like a kid with a toy box, like where you're just pulling out everything. You're pulling out everything. You're using your imagination to come up with the most wildly awesome scenarios. Watching it again, watching it in the rewatch, I was able to appreciate so much more of the choreography. I'm not reading the subtitles. Some of that choreography, it landed on the first time, but oh my God, some of the things on the second time, like when Bahubali's on the horse and he sees the little kid about to get hit with a spear throw, and he rides up and in one like motion, basically, he grabs the kid, scoops him up, leans back, catches the spear, right? Catches the spear coming across, catches the spear, twists it around his back, all flashy style, brings it up on the other side and spears the dude through his chest straight up into a tree and leaves him impaled there. What? Like, I imagine a group of people in a room together storyboarding that out, right? And this is just one of hundreds of these scenes. So there's just the amount of work and creativity and imagination and love for the art that goes into this is really impressive. It comes through even more on the second watch and on the third watch. It's just awesome. Now I am ready. I must know what is going on. Oh, before I forget, let's talk about my main theory. And let me preface by saying I do not look at spoilers. And I mean, I am so annoyingly particular about this that it drives like friends and family nuts, okay? I don't even want to watch trailers. Like, don't send me I mean, you can send me one, but I'm not going to watch a trailer for anything that I plan on watching unless it's a comedy. Comedy's completely different set of rules. There are no spoilers in comedy for me. You can tell me the same. If it's funny, it'll land. I don't mind. I do not want any spoilers for action, drama, any of these type of epic films. And even trailers give stuff away. Even if you say they don't, yes, they do. Right? Like even when I was looking for pictures to do my thumbnail for Baahubali Part 1, I was super nervous that I would accidentally just come across pictures that were taken of the characters from their Baahubali Part 2 performance. And I was nervous that what if what they're wearing gives something away? I mean, it could be that simple, right? What if I see Katapa wearing the crown? Or I see, somebody with a sword at somebody's throat or something that just, I mean, it could be very simple down to what uniform or clothes they're wearing, to what they're holding. I don't want to know. I don't want to know any of it. That can be a double-edged sword because, in Part 1, if I had known going in that the same actor plays multiple roles, some of these, like, you could have given me 3 sentences. I could have read one paragraph of a Wikipedia entry and that whole movie would have been easier to follow. I still was able to follow it, but it would have been just a more seamless experience. So it is a double-edged sword. That being said, I think the benefits outweigh the cons. So I prefer to go spoiler eradicated, right? I don't know anything. I won't even Google this stuff because I'm afraid to read any spoilers in the news. Like I won't read the Wikipedia because I'm afraid it's going to have spoilers for part two. So all that being said, this is an untainted theory, let's say. So it could be wildly wrong. And that's what's fun anyway. I like being wildly wrong sometimes because it makes the times when you're right, feel special. So this is what I think is going on here. Katapa betrays Bahubali at the end of part one, right? And the big question is why? Why he would do that. We can all agree Katapa is the loyalist dude of the bunch, right? So the idea that he suddenly lost his loyalty or behaved in a way incongruent with his loyalty and his integrity, I find very difficult to believe. So I'm not going there with it. I think most people probably agree with me, right? Like going into part two, I think I'm gonna have the same theory that probably most people did. I think he had to betray Bahubali because of his loyalty. Now, who is his loyalty above Bahubali? Because almost nobody, right? The only person at that time that could claim his loyalty, claim Katapa's loyalty over that of Bahubali would be Sivagami. Flash forward or flash backward to the beginning of part one, and when Sivagami is, in the river, talking to Shiva, talking to Lord Shiva, and begging to let Mahendra Bahubali live. She mentions if this is all, if it takes my life to redeem myself, if I must die to redeem myself, then okay, but please let please let this baby live. So she obviously feels guilty for something. I'm assuming that her loyalty was in some way put to the test, probably through her husband, Bijal Deva. I'm ruining his name. Bijal Deva. From her husband, right? The guy with the hand, Bijal Deva. I'm terrible with it. But probably had her loyalty tested by her husband. If in some way she was forced to be loyal to her husband, even if we wouldn't forgive her for it, we might understand it. So some circumstances forced her to choose her own son or her own husband over Bahubali. I assume this was the wrong, it has to be for the wrong reasons, right? Bahubali is our protagonist. So it's for the wrong reasons. She comes to realize that. She feels horrible about it. She ends up escaping with Bahubali in the middle of the night, probably because it turns out Bijal Deva doesn't care about her and was going to betray her or something. Who knows? But I'm thinking she escapes with the baby after having Katapa kill Bahubali, who never would have unless he was forced to through his oath to always serve Miiiiitte. And Sivagami was currently the head of Miiiiitte, where Bahubali was a prince. So at the end of the day, if he is ultimately loyal to the throne in an unflinching manner, then he would be forced to betray Bahubali if that was his order from Sivagami. So Sivagami is, I am assuming, going to be the guilty one. I'm assuming Bijal Deva, her husband, is going to be the prime antagonist. So yeah, that's just kind of my little pet theory. I don't know. It might seem obvious. I might be missing something. Like I said, I don't even talk to people about these movies. Like if you've seen part two, like I've got some Indian friends and friends of friends and stuff. And they're like, oh, you got to watch part two. It's zit. Don't say a word. I don't even want to know how much you love it, right? Like I'm excited to see in the comments people like, you're gonna love it, you're gonna love it. Like that's as far as I want it to go. And by the way, mad props to everybody in the comments because there are so many comments on my RRR video about reacting to these movies, and I've gotten no spoilers. Everyone has been so nice and so supportive and so encouraging and so happy for me to watch this that I'm just delighted. You guys are awesome. I can't wait to get started. And let me say thank you as well to anybody who left a comment saying something to the effect of, I come off authentic. what a cool compliment. Like what a really nice thing to hear because that's really important to me. I'm not doing this to get paid. This isn't my job. This is fun for me. And it's for me. Like I'm doing it like for me to enjoy stuff and to feel like I'm watching it with a good friend, like a good friend who's already seen it and wants to share it with me and show me how cool something is, right? And so I get to talk during it because I'm not going to ruin anything for them. And I get to talk when I know I'm not spoiling anything for myself. When somebody else is talking, like, oh my God, it's the like worst thing in the world when they're talking like when there's dialogue going on, you're like, I'm trying to, will you shut up? So I try to talk when there's no dialogue happening, or when there is dialogue happening, I try to make sure I'm catching everything. It's weird for me the way some reactors will just, and this is no judgment, right? Because they know what they're doing. I'm not criticizing. But for me, when they'll talk completely over a scene, like they'll just like over dialogue. And so I just blocked my mic. Sorry about that. I'm so amateur at this, but they'll talk right over dialogue. And I'm like, oh my gosh, how are you not missing some important stuff there? I feel like you had to. Well, I don't want to do that. So, and that's what I mean by this experience is for me. I'm not really putting on any kind of performance, except hopefully, and this is my sincere, genuine, true to my soul hope. I hope that when you watch this, you feel like you're watching it with a friend. Like just a guy, just a friend who likes movies, and you get to share some of your favorite things with, because I have an open mind and I'm excited and I love movies. I love cool stuff, man. If you enjoyed this kind of a candid chat, let me know. Maybe I'll put this as a separate video. I don't know. If not, maybe that's something we can talk about doing in the future. Maybe if you guys kind of like this more kind of chat review style, I might do separate reviews after my reactions, because again, watching it through the editing process really gives such an enriching experience. My thoughts right after the movie and my thoughts a week after the movie are vastly different, in a really fun, enriching kind of way. So if you guys like that kind of thing, maybe a week after I'm done editing and stuff, I could put up a review along with the next video that's coming out, whatever. So yeah, that's about it. I'll wrap it up there. If you guys enjoyed this, let me know. But without any further delay, let's watch Baahubali Part 2, the conclusion. I'm excited. Let's go. Oh, nice flashback. I love a good flashback.
लेकिन इस बच्चे को जीवन दान दे दे। महेंद्र बाहुबली को जीना होगा।
Mahendra Bahubali. Oh, I'm ready, man. I am ready. I am fucking ready. I said I was going to be better about cursing this video, and I am. I am ready. I am super ready. Oh, awesome shot. Awesome shot from when he was scaling the waterfall. Awesome. Oh, yeah. To get to beautiful Eventica. That was an awesome scene. As much as I'm not a Bilal fan, of course. The princess head. Awesome. Oh, what a great shot that was. Oh, what an amazing shot. I love this intro. I love this intro. Oh, Katapa. He had to. I know he had to. I know it. He would never do that unless he absolutely had no choice. By his oath, he had no choice. By his oath, he had to. He had to do it.
काल के से युद्ध समाप्त हुआ, बाहुबली
We're picking
और
right up.
महादेव दोनों ने समान साहस और पराक्रम दिखाया, लेकिन बाहुबली ने जिस तरह अपनी प्रजा की रक्षा की, उससे प्रभावित होकर राजमाता ने उन्हें महाराज घोषित कर दिया। प्रजा उत्सव मनाने लगी और वो पलकें बिछाकर राज्याभिषेक की राह देखने लगी। तभी राक्षस दहन उत्सव आ गया, जो 26 वर्षों में केवल एक बार आता है।
Once in 26 years.
के लिए ये परंपरा है कि
Wow.
राज परिवार की बहू अग्नि प्रस्थान के लिए स्वयं चलकर जाए। राजधानी से 30 कोस दूर जंगल में महादेव के मंदिर तक नंगे पांव
30 miles.
लेकर अकाल राक्षस का दहन करें, और जब तक संकल्प पूर्ण न हो पांव रुकने नहीं।
Not break her stride or stop even once in 30 miles, once every 26 years, with burning coals on her head. Wow. Of course, Sivagami can do it. Oh, you poor thing. Jesus Christ. God, look at that look in her eyes. Oh! Oh! Hey!
सबको इस संकट से दूर ले जाओ।
पर आपको छोड़कर मैं कैसे जा सकता हूँ?
जो कहा गया वो करो कटप्पा।
जो
Got the paw. See that? He can't deny an order no matter what. What, are the elephants just freaking out? Just stampeding. Oh my god. You don't see, like, pissed off, angry elephants too much. Those things are terrifying. Such gentle, magnificent creatures, and then, like, also terrifying behemoths. Baahubali! Udrasa. Jesus. That'll do the trick. Oh, you gotta go. Oh!
पांव रुके नहीं।
गली गली तेरी लाज जली, जियो रे बाहुबली। गली गली तेरी लाज जली, जियो रे बाहुबली। प्राणों से बढ़ के हमको है तू प्यारा।
Oh, I was so ready for some music early, man. I was so ready for some music early. Look at that pose. Didn't falter once. Look at that smile. You know she did such a good job. Is that a bow? Is he gonna fire that thing? Good lord! Oh, it's... Oh, okay. Interesting. Nice flashback stuff. Love it. Love it. This is going on the playlist. Easy playlist. Easy playlist. Yeah. Yeah.
गली गली तेरी लाज चली
Nice.
जिया रे बाहुबली प्राणों से बढ़ के प्यारा तू गली गली तेरी लाज चली जिया रे बाहुबली प्राणों से बढ़ के प्यारा तू सब गाएंगे दोहराएंगे अब तेरा जय जयकार
Woo! Woo! That is what I'm talking about. Okay, all right, man. I'm hyped. I'm hyped. That's how you start. What are you gonna put your son up to? Yeah, you're about to put Bella up to something.
लगा कि तुम्हें अपनी माँ को मार देना चाहिए।
Oh,
मुझे तो लगा जो गोद सिर्फ तुम्हें मिलनी चाहिए थी, उसके जन्म लेते ही तुम्हारी माँ ने आधी उसे दे दी। तब पहली बार उसे मारने का विचार आया।
oh my
और
God.
अब जब ये राज सिंहासन उसे दिया जा रहा है, जी करता है इन्हीं हाथों से गर्दन मरोड़ के उसे मार डालूं।
ये आपकी मदिरा बोल रही है पिताजी।
हमारी माँ का पालतू कुत्ता आ गया।
You better leave Katapa alone.
क्या रे कुत्ते,
Oh,
प्रभु,
क्या भौंकने आया है?
we don't need
आने
that.
वाली
attitude.
विजयदशमी को बाहुबली का राज्याभिषेक किया जाएगा। राजमाता का आदेश है कि यह समाचार पहले आपको दिया जाए।
Wanted you to hear it first.
अब मेरा बेटा, मेरे बेटे का बेटा और उसके बेटे, क्या हम सिर्फ गुलामी करते रहेंगे?
Slaves? Really? Really?
कुत्ते,
Hey,
ये बता मुझे महाराजा क्यों नहीं बनाया गया?
because you act like this, man.
अपाहिज हो इसलिए। एक हाथ नहीं है तो क्या हुआ? ये लोहे का हाथ है ना, लोहा लेने के लिए।
You know, spring chicken, man. You better calm down.
आपके राजा न बनने का कारण आपके अपाहिज हाथ नहीं है प्रभु।
You have a cursed heart.
जो स्वयं अपनी पत्नी की हत्या के बारे में सोचे। उसकी बुद्धि अपाहिज नहीं तो क्या है प्रभु?
तूने सुन लिया?
नहीं प्रभु, कुत्ता होना सूंघ लिया।
Since I'm a dog, I sniffed your intentions. Dude, Katapa's a beast. Stop. Oh, God. It's going to break my heart. It's going to break my heart.
पाटलिपुत्र की राजकुमारी वारुणी, कहते हैं पूरे भारत में ऐसी अपूर्व सुंदरी कोई और नहीं।
Not good enough for my
आंखों में
Baahubali.
चमक नहीं है, ये बाहुबली के लायक नहीं, कोई और ढूंढो।
जी महारानी।
तुम्हें देशाटन पर निकलना चाहिए।
जी माँ।
Oh, he goes on a tour of the kingdom. And this is where he meets Devasena.
भगवान की उत्सव मूर्ति को मंदिर के गर्भगृह से निकालकर क्यों घुमाया जाता है मंत्रीवर? ताकि प्रजा के सुख दुख भगवान स्वयं देख सकें। बाहु, जब होने वाले महाराज
Oh, what a good ruler.
तभी उनको प्रजा के सुख दुख का पता चलता है।
That's right. You got to see the people with your own eyes.
जो आज्ञा।
ये बूढ़े बाबा क्यों माँ? बचपन से वही कहानियां सुना सुना कर मेरा सर खा गए।
Why are you giving Katapa crap, dude?
जब तक तुम लौटोगे, एक राजकुमारी ढूंढ लूंगी जो तुम्हें सुंदर
Nah,
कहानियां
this
सुनाएगी।
could be too late. He will have found Devasena. He will find Devasena on this tour.
इस उम्र में भी तुम इतने मनमौजी हो मामा?
Flamboyant.
है ही क्या? उन दिनों में
Nice
चलाऊं
translation.
हमारे महल की लड़कियों की पलक तक नहीं झपकती थी।
अब तुम रहने भी दो मामा।
Jesus.
पिंडारी। ये लोग सिर्फ लूटपाट पर ही नहीं रुकते, जो इनके हत्थे चढ़ा उसकी जल्द समाधि बना देते हैं।
क्रीड़ा और मनोरंजन के लिए ये जोशीले हाथी सिर्फ तुम्हारे लिए मंगवाए हैं। प्राणहिता नदी के तट पर तुम्हारे लिए बनवाया जा रहा है वसंत महल। पसंद आया भल्ला? 50 योजन की दूरी तक लक्ष्य को भेद देने वाला ये धनुष तुम्हारे लिए।
He's gonna feel she's trying to buy his affection because he won't have the throne.
सिंहासन ना मिलने का शोक मनाए इतना गिरा हुआ नहीं है आपका बेटा। राजमाता शिवगामी देवी का निर्णय सराखों पर।
No, I don't. I mean, good for him, but I'm not. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. You son of a bitch.
धन्यवाद बेटी। कुछ लुटेरे और उनको पकड़ने के लिए भेष बदल कर आए हुए सैनिक, अपना कुछ काम नहीं।
What is this? Ooh, oh, the twist. Uh-oh. 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 Look at that face. That determination in her face. Oh, hit him with the spinning elbow. All right, let's do it. Oh, nice. He brought the axe. Oh. You just casually kill these 20 guys. Oh, it's so fancy with the smile. Come on, man. Oh, he's Smith. I knew it. I knew it. He can't think of nothing else. He is way too happy about it. Oh, look at the casual joy he is taking in this.
बाहु! बाहु! बाहु हथियार दो!
Hey, Baahubali.
बाहु!
Let me guess. Yes. Like a boss.
ये कैसी
Like a
हरकत है?
boss.
तुम्हारा ध्यान कहाँ है बाहु? तुमने उस पेड़ को काट डाला? अरे मुझसे जरा सी चूक होती तो मेरा सर फट जाता।
Oh, heads up.
जान चली जाती मेरी।
ऐसा लगता है मैं उसके लिए कुछ भी कर सकता हूँ मामा।
कुछ भी मतलब? मार डालोगे? मुझे भी मार डालोगे? विश्वास खाती, मैंने तुम्हारे लिए ऐसे क्या क्या नहीं किया।
हमें मिलाने के लिए तो अभी तुम्हें बहुत कुछ करना पड़ेगा मामा।
माधव,
जी राजकुमारी,
उनका ठिकाना पता करो और सारा लूटा हुआ धन वापस ले आओ।
जो आ गया।
घोड़े जैसे हो तुम लोग, औरतों के बीच छिप रहे हो, शर्म नहीं आती?
क्षमा करें राजकुमारी, मेरा भांजा मंदबुद्धि है, कोई भी काम ढंग से नहीं आता, इसलिए घर वालों ने निकाल दी।
क्या?
आप तो दयालु हैं, यदि आप इसे कुछ सिखा देंगी तो हम जीवन भर आपका उपकार मानेंगे।
ठीक है, कदकाठी से तो अच्छा है, तलवार चलाना सीख जाए द्वारपाल तो बन ही सकता है।
वो हम सिखाएंगे।
जय हो आपकी।
He is way too smitten, man. Oh, this is delightful. This is delightful. I am so glad we're getting the story of Baahubali and Devasenya so early. I'm excited. Oh, wow. Wow. God, look at the muscles on those things. Oh man, look at that. Look at that. Wow. Man, they stepped up the budget, didn't they?
पूजा की तैयारी करनी होगी।
Oh, I bet Bahu can show you a thing or two with that bow.
आए हुए रिश्तों में से किसी को पसंद करोगी या मेरे भाई कुमार वर्मा से तुम्हारा ब्याह करवा दूं?
तुम्हें हमारे हथियार दिखाते हैं, आओ। ये गदा है। तुमसे नहीं उठेगी।
Bahu's got to play the. Oh,
तुमसे नहीं चलेगा।
yeah, that's too much for you. It's good.
यह है तलवार। इसे चला के देखते हैं, चलो। तलवार कैसे चलाते हैं मैं तुम्हें सिखाता हूँ। देखो और सीखो। तो ऐसे पकड़ो।
I feel. I just realized I think I've been grinning like an idiot this whole time.
मारो देखते हैं।
Oh, please tell me, please. What does he do? Does he play the fool or does he blow it up? Does he play the fool? He plays the fool.
नहीं होगा।
ए बुद्धू, हम फिर से दिखाते हैं। ऐसे पकड़ना है। ऐसे उठाना है।
He's about to burst that thing into pieces. Yep.
वाह 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 वाह, क्या मारा है प्रभु?
Yeah, wow. Good job, buddy.
आप नहीं तो कौन प्रभु?
मैंने।
Mane means I did it. It was me.
आहा आहा, शाबाश।
Thunderbolts.
हाथी जैसी शक्ति, शेर जैसी गरज, चीते जैसी फुर्ती, गिद्ध जैसी।
Man, I feel like even the subtitles took a step up.
प्रभु,
तुम हमें पसंद आए।
Yeah, I bet.
हम तुम्हें भी तलवार
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's just thunk.
क्या हुआ तुझे? सुबह तो ठीक चल रही थी।
प्रभु, राजकुमारी देवसेना पर
Wow, this guy is terrible.
सवेरे हमें शिकार पर जाना है कुमार।
क्यों?
जंगली सुअर खेतों को
मुझे सुअर से घिन आती है।
सुअर नहीं, जंगली सुअर
उससे भी।
किसानों को शिकायत करके खेतों को बर्बाद कर रहे हैं।
Dude, wild boars are no
Maybe look it
joke
up.
though. Wild boars are no joke.
ये तो चूहे को देखकर भी भाग खड़ा होता है। इससे शिकार पर क्यों जी?
रसोई में बैठकर ये क्या सीख लेगा? लेकर आओ इसे।
जी जी।
Are they trying to flush out the boars? Yep. I love that he's playing the fool still. Oh my god, can he draw the bow? No, he cannot. She can.
ऊपर क्यों गिर रहे हो?
ओ, मार दिया।
नील रंग का बाण।
Wow.
नील रंग का बाण कुमार वर्मा का है।
सुअर कितना बड़ा है? घोड़े जैसा है।
हे,
Beautiful bow. Shuts his eyes.
अरे वाह, बढ़िया निशाना है। आहा, वर्मा बाणम राम बाणम।
कुमार वर्मा की जय हो।
जय हो।
ये युद्ध में तलवार चलाए हुए हाथ है। एक योद्धा का हाथ मैं नहीं पहचानूंगी। बहादुर को बुलाया जाए।
क्या है राजकुमारी जी, जो दातुन पकड़ना नहीं जानता ऐसे बच्चे के हाथ में आपने भाला पकड़ा दिया? ऐसा क्यों कर रही हैं आप? वो बैल, एक तरफ बैल है, दूसरी तरफ बैल है। बच्चे पर क्या करा?
Oh, he took it. Oh.
हाथ टूट गया, नाश हो गया, सत्यानाश हो गया। अब इससे कौन सी लड़की ब्याह करेगी? कौन इसे अपने हृदय में स्थान देगी?
लेकिन मैं-
है इतने विशाल हृदय वाली राजकुमारी
शांत।
कोई?
रथ ले आओ।
मैं क्या करूं भोले भोले बम भोले।
Katapa the wingman.
मामा
क्या कहा? लोरी लोरी सुनिए अब तुम्हें। कौन सुनाएगा अब लोरी इसे? कौन सुनाएगा? सुनिए, आप गाएंगी लोरी? आपको नहीं आती?
नहीं,
आप गा लेंगी?
मुझे नहीं आती।
नहीं आती?
Oh no. What will I do? You don't by chance.
आप गाएंगी? अरे रे, भांजे का हाथ टूट गया। इस दुख में मैं क्या क्या पूछे जा रहा हूँ, मुझे खुद नहीं।
What? Dude, I am grinning like a fool.
अब क्या करूंगा? खुद ही गाऊंगा।
लोरी जो गाए वो मैया कहाँ जो प्यार
I think I've been grinning like a fool this entire movie so far.
वो अनजान है जग से उसे कौन है जो लाड जताए रे भोले भोले लोरी जो गाए वो मैया कहाँ जो प्यार जताए वो बाप
No father either.
है वो अनजान है जग से उसे कौन है जो लाड जताए
Oh my god. Just give in. Give in. Stop fighting it.
अभी तक इसी वस्त्र में है। कृष्ण पूजा का समय हो गया है।
मुरे बंसी बजैया नंदलाला कन्हैया मुरे बंसी बजैया नंदलाला कन्हैया मुही मुही ऐसे नहीं छेड़ो सावरे नैनों से न छोड़ो मुही कान्हा सो जा सरा ओ कान्हा सो जा सरा कान्हा सो जा सरा ओ कान्हा
Dude, Katapa is killing it this movie.
कान्हा राधा के पिया कान्हा सो जा जरा
Wow. That's a nice lullaby.
बाहुबली कटप्पा देशाटन करते हुए कुंतल राज्य जा पहुंचे हैं। वहां की राजकुमारी देवसेना से
Oh.
प्रेम हो गया
Oh
है।
no.
ये उनका
Oh
चित्र है।
no. Oh no. Oh no.
देवसेना सिर्फ मुझे मिलनी चाहिए पिताजी।
ये कैसे संभव होगा?
पहली चाल मैं चलूंगा।
ऐसी सुंदरता के सौंदर्य भी शर्मा जाए। कौन है?
ये है कुंतल देश की राजकुमारी, नाम है देवसेना।
तुम्हें राजकुमारी पसंद है भला?
हाँ माँ।
भला देवसेना तुम्हारी।
Oh
मैं
shit.
वचन देती हूँ। महामंत्री, एक बार पहने हुए गहने दूसरी बार पहनने में 1 वर्ष लग जाएं, इतने अनमोल आभूषण देवसेना को भेंट किए जाएं।
जी राजबाबू।
दंडनायक, कुंतल देश के राज परिवार को सोने के तारों से बुने हुए वस्त्र भिजवाएं।
Sending her a bunch of jewelry, clothes.
मंत्रीवर, इस
Beautiful
तलवार से
sword.
देवसेना का गठबंधन करवाइए।
Oh.
क्षत्रिय विवाह संपन्न करवाइए।
जी।
शिवगामी की बहू के अद्भुत और अनन्य स्वागत सत्कार की तैयारी की जाए।
Oh my god. Oh, it's gonna be so hard. Oh. Poor Bahu. What are we gonna do? She's already a little infatuated with him though.
आशीर्वाद के साथ माहिष्मति की राजमाता शिवगामी देवी लिखती हैं।
Oh
रूप में कामदेव, गुण में
God.
देवों के देव, पराक्रम में वीरों के वीर मेरे पुत्र के लिए।
बाहुबली की मनपसंद लड़की को आपने उसकी जीवन संगिनी चुना। आहा।
सप्रेम राजमाता शिवगामी देवी।
He has no idea.
छोड़ने के लिए बड़े-बड़े साम्राज्यों के सम्राट प्रार्थना संदेश भेजते रहते हैं।
He's about to find out.
लेकिन हमारी शिवगामी देवी की कृपा दृष्टि आपके इस छोटे से राज्य पर आ पड़ी। राजकुमारी बहुत सौभाग्यशाली हैं।
Oh wow, that was a beautiful transition.
बदले में ये सारे उपहार आपके। देखिए, आपने अपने जीवन में ऐसे बहुमूल्य उपहार नहीं देखे होंगे।
She doesn't care about that.
ऐसे उपहारों के लिए आप जैसे
She doesn't care.
लेकिन मेरे लिए ये पैरों की धूल समान है।
देवसेना,
अमर्त्य, इस अहंकार का एक अंश भी अगर आपके युवराज में होता तो मैं उनके पौरुष पर मोह जाती। ऐसे निकम्मों के साथ मैं क्या? हमारे राज्य के कुत्ते भी ब्याह नहीं करेंगे।
देवसेना,
वाह राजकुमारी।
महाराज आप ही कुछ समझाइए।
ये उसका निर्णय है महामंत्री। अपना उत्तर लिखकर भेज दो देवसेना।
विरिंची, माहिष्मति की राजमाता शिवगामी देवी को कुंतल देश की राजकुमारी देवसेना।
I, Princess Devsena, write this with humility. Without appraising me of your son's appearance and character, you send me these gifts and inspect me to be impressed. I realize he is a spineless warrior who hides behind a woman. Along with the trousseau you have given me, I am sending you my sword.
ये गहने अपने पुत्र को
Bedeck your son with gold and precious jewelry. Ensure he ties the knot to my sword. Send him to Kantala Kingdom. I will look after and nurse him with utmost humility.
हमारे सेनापति से कहिए कि वो
Oh no.
देश पर आक्रमण की तैयारी करें।
Oh no.
चिड़िया को मारने के लिए ब्रह्मास्त्र क्यों? बाहुबली उस देश के आसपास ही है, ऐसा सुनने में आया।
Oh my God.
चील के साथ संदेश भेज दो, वो अकेले ही पूरे राज्य का सर्वनाश करके देवसेना को ले आएगा।
देवसेना को बंदी बनाया जाए। राजमाता की
Oh, for God's sake.
बाहुबली तक पहुंचा दी जाए।
जी राजमाता।
मामा, हथियार।
पहले तो डर डर के चलते थे, आज बड़ा सीना तान के चल रहे हो।
Smack him in the face.
कहाँ जा रहे हो?
राजकुमारी के पास।
इतना दुस्साहस? आधी रात को तुम देवसेना से मिलने जा रहे हो? क्यों?
आपका राज्य बड़े संकट में है कुमार वर्मा। मैं जैसा कह रहा हूँ पैसे
तुम मुझे नाम से पुकार रहे हो?
Oh, smack him in the face.
मेरे पास हट जाओ।
तुम मुझे हाथ लगा रहे हो?
Holy shit.
क्या रहे हो कुमार वर्मा? ये पिंडारी है, सबको सावधान करो।
Those are bandits? That's a fuckload of bandits. Woo! Bandits with that kind of armor? Jeez. Well equipped, well staffed. Oh, you're about to see a show. That's who's okay. I didn't recognize him. That's who's leading the clan now to rescue Devsena, along with Avantika. Okay, I recognize him now. I didn't recognize him at first. Woo! Woo! He's hiding with the women. This guy.
कोई हम पर हमला कर रहा है।
कुमार वर्मा,
Get a hold of yourself.
समय हर कायर को शूरवीर बनने का एक अवसर देता है। वो क्षण यही है। जो प्राण देता है वो भगवान है, प्राण बचाने वाला वैद्य और प्राण की रक्षा करने वाला क्षत्रिय।
Ooh. Yes. Yes. Baahubali, inspiring the badassery now. That's what a good leader does, man. It's not about him. It's not just about him. It's about how he makes others. Oh, 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 oh. Can't draw 2 arrows? Let me show you how to draw 3. Yes. Yeah, it's pretty sick, man. Oh, I got you.
राजकुमारी,
How you doing?
मणिबंधम बहिर्मुखम.
Yep, boom. That's how you draw multiples. No prob.
तेजा.
What choreography. Oh, what beautiful choreography. Oh, look at this. Synchronized badassery. Woo. Yes. Yes. Oh, come on. That is too sick. I love it. Oh! Get wrecked. Oh my god.
रुकिए, आप हैं?
Look at the hallway of carnage that they have left behind. Oh, he's gonna lead her army. Dude, what is with the bandits out here? Holy smokes. Why are there so many? Yes. Oh. That's awesome. Cool. Heads up. Oh man, that Spidey sense was on point. Nice. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh shit. Here we go. Yeah, you're about to find out, girl. About to find out. About to find out about Baahubali. Woo. Dude, he is nice with that axe. What are you doing? What are you doing, man? Jeez. Oh, bro. Yes.
अपना सामर्थ्य चाहिए। जय भवानी।
Nice. Katapa inspiring the masses as well. Wow.
ऊपर जाओ।
Oh.
खंभों के नीचे मारो।
You gonna flood the road leading up to the castle, the city? Woo! Oh, this is dope. Oh, this is dope. Oh, I like this. Game over. Yup. Wow. Perfect. Flawless victory. Wow. That's awesome. Piece of cake. Yeah, it doesn't get much better than that. I mean, I don't know what can you say? Hey.
मैं जान ही नहीं पाया आप कौन है।
Nice.
न जाने क्या क्या बोल दिया। मैंने आपको लात भी मारी।
जब तुमने लात मारी तभी तुम्हारी शक्ति का एहसास हुआ। ये रक्त नहीं है मित्र, विजय तिलक है जो कहता है कि तुम कायर नहीं वीर हो।
Oh, speaking of hugs, I forgot to mention in my intro, I better see Aslam in this one. His friend Aslam, I want to see him. Katapa's friend Aslam.
हम कौन हैं ये जाने दीजिए महाराज। आप ही हमारी सहायता कर सकते हैं, इसीलिए हम यहाँ आए।
इतने बड़े महावीर की हम क्या सहायता कर सकते हैं?
जी आपके राज्य की एक सुंदरी पर ये मोहित हो गया है।
क्या? कौन है वो सौभाग्यशाली?
जी वो आपकी राजकुमारी।
इससे ज्यादा खुशी की बात क्या हो सकती है?
Wow. What's up with this bird? I don't trust him. Oh. I extra trust him. Oh, he was, okay. I knew he was up to something. Couldn't figure out what. Oh, is it waging war? Oh, it's his, oh no. I almost forgot for a second. It's the order to bring her in, obviously.
आपको बंदी बनाने के लिए राजमाता शिवगामी का आदेश है।
That took a turn.
कौन है आप?
क्रोध में की गई मीठी बात भी कड़वी लगती है राजकुमारी।
जो पूछा जाए उसका जवाब दो। कौन हो तुम?
आपका क्रोध शांत होते ही मैं आपको सब
You're about to get smacked. About to find out.
मती के होने वाले सम्राट अमरेंद्र बाहुबली।
संबंधी एक दूसरे के गले लगते हैं, उनके आगे झुकते नहीं हैं महाराज।
राजमाता ने विवाह का प्रस्ताव इस महावीर के लिए भेजा था।
जी महाराज, बाहुबली को राजकुमारी से प्रेम है, ये बात राजमाता नहीं जानती थी।
जब आपने मना कर दिया तो उन्होंने आपको बंदी बनाकर लाने को कहा।
Wow, this is
मेरी
just
माँ
a,
से कभी भूल नहीं हो सकती देव
there's
से।
a lot of
वो जो भी
misunderstandings
करती
going
है,
on
उसके
here.
पीछे कोई विशेष कारण होता है। ये सिर्फ समझ का फेर है, प्रतिशोध नहीं।
Yeah, there's a lot of misunderstandings going on
मेरे
right
साथ बंदी बनकर आओ।
now. And I will explain when you get there.
मेरा मन जीतने वाले
And,
महावीर हैं।
it's a whole thing. It's what a mix up.
दासी बनाकर भी ले जाएंगे।
Yeah,
तो
see?
मृत्यु तक मैं खुशी-खुशी आपके साथ चलूंगी।
Oh, damn it.
लेकिन अपना स्वाभिमान हार के बंदी बनकर आना असंभव है।
Hell yeah.
इस क्षण से लेकर मृत्यु जब तक हमें अलग ना कर दे, मैं तुम्हारा हूं देवसेना।
Oh,
जो धर्म मेरी मां
the
ने
heartbreak that is
साक्षी
coming.
मानकर वचन देता हूं, तुम्हारे गौरव और मर्यादा पर किसी भी परिस्थिति में आंच नहीं आने दूंगा। अपना हाथ दो।
Oh, his smile makes my heart hurt.
हमारे राज्य का उजाला आपको सौंप रहे हैं युवराज।
निश्चिंत रहें, अब ये मेरी जिम्मेदारी है।
Oh, Jesus Christ. What a mess. What a mess this is about to be. I can't believe what a mess this is going to be. What a boss. What an absolute boss. Wow, look at that boat. That ship. That vessel. Look at that. The sails on that thing. Gorgeous looking. That looks awesome. Awesome. Look at this. Man, they stepped it up big time for this movie. This is on a whole different level. I really enjoyed Baahubali at the beginning. I really enjoyed it, especially the third act, like I said. This is on a whole different level, man. God, look at that thing on the water. Beautiful. Wow. Beautiful. Look at this. Beautiful. Oh, with the horses and the clouds. Come on. Wow. Look at that shot. Oh, how creative. Wow, this is beautiful. Stylistically, this is just really, really cool. Stylistically, again, like stylistically, this is just phenomenal. I love this. That was really cool. That was really cool. I don't know if I would have believed when you pitched me that idea, like that you're going to do it artistically like that. I don't know if I would have believed that it was going to come off that awesome.
बहू की तरह नहीं, बेटी की तरह।
Oh, Jesus. This is going to be such a mess.
माहिष्मती,
This is going to be such a mess. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.